Waiting, waiting, and waiting. Hello, everyone. I feel like I'm already lagging. Hopefully, this internet is not going to act up because I do feel like it's lagging a little bit. My goodness, today is November 6th, 2024. Congratulations to everyone who voted, and congratulations to every goddamn person who voted for number 47. Big win. Big, 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 big win. Big win for the Trump family, for the Trump supporters, for every goddamn person who voted for Trump. We all saw everything that took place. We all saw the way that that man was being persecuted, every single thing that they did to frighten him, to silence him, to make sure he wouldn't become the 47th president. Hold on a second. Why is this doing this to me? I'm not seeing anybody here. I know that you guys knew that I was going to come live. Definitely today, I was going to come live. I know that you guys knew that I was about to come live. Now, for some odd reason, it looks like it's lagging, but I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I bought this. This is a two piece. I got it in the summer specifically to wear today. I said that I was going to wear this for Trump's victory. Now, granted, I'm gonna be real honest. I'm hot, okay, but we just did. I woke up to Haiti being silent. I woke up to Haiti being super quiet. I woke up to Haiti being just like really, really quiet and people understanding that, yes, Big Daddy is now in the house. Shift. There is a big shift that is getting ready to be here. You don't understand. I know that I look content, as in I'm not jumping up and down. Last night, I really debated with myself and I was really going to come online, but I wasn't so sure if I had the courage. I was just waiting, right? So, around probably before 11 p.m., I kind of like was thinking to myself, how are things going? I was on Instagram, kind of like watching, and then I was laying on my bed. And as I was laying on my bed, I kid you not, I had a flash. Okay. I just saw Donald Trump in front of people talking. And I was laying down and I said, okay, it's a win. This is why you saw that I kept posting. I was like, it's a win. And then I went on Instagram. And as soon as I got on Instagram, I saw that he won Florida. And I said, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win. It's a win. I said, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win. You do not understand. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been following the election. Maybe it's because I've spent my entire summer talking, campaigning, making sure that people got up and vote, making sure that even people who were probably not even interested in American politics, but people who were interested in business, commerce, like they understood what the government of Biden and Harris did. I really put in so much work. Good afternoon, my love. Good afternoon to you, my love. Good afternoon. So I'm telling you, you do not, if I look calm, I am not calm. But of course, as I was getting ready, I said to myself, okay, now you're going to have to really put on those big girls' pennies because shit is about to go down in Haiti as well. Because now you understand that it's a big shift. So it's victory, but it's not for many. For me, I'm looking at it like it's a go. It's a go for your work. It's a go for everything. So now I'm looking at, like, as I was getting dressed up, I'm looking at everything that's going to come my way, like commerce, right? Big, big, big move getting ready to be made. I'm telling you, Haiti was real. Yes, big changes. IT was very, very, very quiet this morning. Very quiet this morning. Usually in my neighborhood, there are morning walkers, and when I tell you they talk loud, they talk loud. These people, it's kind of like they are morning walkers, but whew, they walk in groups. I did not hear not a sound but that of the birds. That's all I heard this morning. Tout moun kounya apretan. I don't think that people understand what the candidacy of Trump meant. I was there, I was here in Haiti at the end of his first term. And that was an administration that was not playing any games. That was an administration that cut out a lot of funding. A lot of the things that the US government usually support, all the nonsense that the US government support, the Trump administration was not about that life. So you guys saw that I posted, I think it was yesterday evening. I said Instagram. Yesterday, I said Instagram is the worst place to be. And I have to remind myself that, some of those public pages that caters to Haitian American, I always have to caution myself when, they make a post and I am underneath those posts. I have to remind myself that, these are younger kids who don't really understand the importance and the intricacies of politics. So a lot of them are very like emotional when they are speaking about certain things. I have to also, I think we talked about that in the last live. I have to also remind myself that, it took some years for me to be, although I've always have great perspective and always been someone who could look at things from different perspective and see the truth. But sometimes you do. Last night, last night I definitely was under those comments going toe to toe with certain people. But then I had to stop myself. I said, okay, don't do that, because these people are not seeing where you're coming from. They don't understand. They're running with emotions. They're only running with quote unquote what the president said about Haiti. They're not running about, so, but ladies and gentlemen, you know, I please thumbs up the live. Even if you are in passing through, I would really appreciate it if you give me some love, even if you are in passing through. So, guys, this is major. This is really, really major, and you do understand that I can feel the euphoria that's going on in the United States. People feeling good, people feeling like, because it's like it's a win, it's a big win. Whew, it's a win. It's a big, big, big win. I just want peace restored in Haiti. Sophie, you have to understand that Donald Trump being in power doesn't necessarily mean, hey, Akim, how are you? It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be peace in Haiti. I am certain that he doesn't have Haiti in his radar and his agenda other than making sure that whatever is going on in Haiti doesn't infiltrate in the United States the way that the Biden administration has made it happen, because they created the madness here in Haiti. And then you guys saw how it trickled down to so many things going on in the United States, open borders, like so many crazy things going on. But even with this morning, when I'm thinking about Trump is in power, you have these guys in Africa who are already 1 year ahead, right? One, right, but some of the funding will cease, absolutely. And that's why Haiti is so quiet. IT is very quiet because they know, they understand, And I wonder how they felt this morning in their cabinet, those people who are part of those transitional government. Oh, by the way, Monsieur Uto, how is it going for you over there? Mm, how is that going for you? Okay. But to be very honest, in the matter of IT, it's to me, I'm looking at it like it's a disgrace because you have every country that is making progress. You got the guys in Africa. They made progress. The one thing that you, excuse me, the one thing that you never want to be in life is to be stagnant. You don't ever want to be in this life and you are in the same position that you were in 10, 5, 6 years ago, and there's like absolutely no progress. Even if you are in one spot, you got to be able to make move in this one spot that you are in. Are we here? IT not only is not making progress, but it's regressing. And whatever the shit show that they have going on, they don't know if they are coming or going. But you have a changing world. When we think about Africa, we think about these guys. So now these guys, you think that Trump is not going to be in business with the AES alliance? Are we serious? Did you hear what he said to Robert Kennedy? He said, "Leave the oils to me. I know how to handle that. You take care of certain things. I'm taking care of the oils." So now everything is on table. Et ou simplement genyen moun ki gen konesans ki prale toe to toe. Parce it's like, this is what I got. This is where the respect is coming from. People will respect you when you learn how to respect yourself. So these guys in Africa, they are right now, say yo même qui a lead. Paske koun ya ou gen Donald Trump ki pral fè business avèk yo. You got a country like Niger filled with uranium. And best believe that, yes, because, with the last administration, they evacuated a lot of the soldiers, the American soldiers that were left there. They evacuated from the Niger, right? But you think Trump is going to look at it like that? No, the guy is a businessman. And when you are dealing with people, you have to learn their background. He's a businessman. I'm optimistic for the US economy. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so weird because, as I was, as I kept doing so much campaigning for Trump, I am also someone who should have probably not been campaigning for him on the account that Trump being in power is like IT being a lot more underneath because li pa pral, comme si li pa give a damn. He doesn't give a damn. Hey, boo, it's so good to see you. Hey, Nikki, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. It's good to see you as well, right? So we have to look at it like that. So technically, comme si moi-même, moi pas travail, I can see things from a lot, but I already know what's going on. I already know the shift that's getting ready to be placed because c'est pas yon moun qui l'en rien dans avec moun. What I'm to like, he's about his money. He's about negotiating that is going to go in his favor. And also, this is for my Haitian people. I'm just going to say this in Creole, just so you know, just because I'm a pro Trump big time, c'est pas ça qui voulait dire que je pas comprendre en série de bagaille. Dernier petit Donald Trump l'a marié avec un boulos. Dernier petit fille Donald Trump là, c'est avec un boulos, mademoiselle mariée. Boulos, c'est même famille là. C'est ça qui en Haïti, c'est ça qui pas là. It's one family. When I heard that she was married to such individual, that raised a lot in my mind. That raised a lot in my mind. I was like, okay, well, hold up. Because what you have to understand in life is everything is business. So juste parce que Trump monte, ça va veut dire que Haïti a plus bon. But at least I know that he will fund gang in Haiti. He's not going to be funding no gangs in Haiti. He's not going to, like, every single thing that you saw happen in Haiti, everything, every single thing that Haiti went through was the cause of the Biden administration. So imagine if I had to wake up and hear that Kamala was the president, but I knew that the American people made some sense. And by the American people, this time around, everybody understood. Moun ki pat ka kompren yo, my videos did what they were supposed to do. Parce que at least, sitting there and explaining one by one, come see, I just really feel so proud. I feel proud of myself because I know that I put in the work for my candidate. I do know that, and a lot of other things going on as well. I don't know if I know that this morning probably a lot of people woke up with a sense of relief, a sense of the country of the United States finally, because have you ever been in a passenger um I don't even know why Nikki says, "Girl, we didn't even want her. Nobody wanted her." Like I said, I even with the whole endorsement from Beyonce and them, like they tried everything. They've tried everything, but at the end of the day, they realized that it was going to be a win for Trump. Kisa yun tawag fe. 'Cause like what? At the last minute, they took out Biden and they put Kamala. This is to show you as yo pavli negla monte because he represents change. He's always he represent. Let's just say that Trump's represent everything that the U.S. government has been working for. He's like the opposite. So tout ça where you come see the United States government is always involved in this, involved in that, meddling here, meddling there. Yo toujours là en zin, yo toujours derrière ceci, li pa gen objectif ça. He doesn't have it bagay sa ou pa konserne el. Someone ki he's about his business. He's about his money. Li pa give a damn de Haiti. Li pa give a damn de lot bagay. Autre que de ça qui concerne el. Ça qui concerne poche li, ça qui concerne pays el. And that's how it's supposed to be. But the US government, c'est pas jamais ça qui a fait. They have a very oppressive agenda. You should be proud. Han, you opened my eyes to some key points when it came to Trump. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you for saying that. That was so demeaning to throw celebrities at everything. He represents the people's rebellions toward establishment. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Beyonce, I feel like, you're getting a little too old to class in journée pour y appuyer low, but she's about her money too. Somebody said I think I was on her Instagram and she was making some last night. It was really late, very late. Pour moi, at key point, you're desperate. It must have been like 8 p.m. Beyonce dropped a few pictures of Kamala when she was very, very young and some stuff. And I heard someone saying, "Thank you for sharing your perspective." My pleasure, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here with me. My pleasure. And I heard someone say under the post, someone said that she got paid $10 million. I don't know if it's true, but she probably got paid some good money to endorse her. But it's kind of like at some point, guys, this is where I say integrity is everything in life. Because at some point, you have to stand for something. I don't care about anything that people said to me on TikTok and how they felt. Thank you for giving me a different perspective. Oh, thank you so much, my love. This is why I do what I do, guys. I spent the entire summer talking, and I know that a lot of the people were not understanding why I was standing with Trump coming from the country of Haiti. And thankfully, with the communication skill that I have, with being able to make sure that you guys understood how the US government, especially the Biden Harris administration, they are responsible for all of the chaos that happened in Haiti going into you guys because it's kind of like I said to you, now I can breathe. Last night I found my passport because it's like I knew that, let's just say that even if I didn't want to be in Haiti, the job market in the United States is non existent. You and I, we know it well. So, an pil nan nou ki chwazi rete en Haiti, nap kembe. Se paske nou konen nou pa bezwen ale lan goumen, nou pou l'kob, pou travay, paske nou deja konen ki jan bagay yo ye. Too much massive immigration. This is a chaos, a complete chaos, destabilization that these people have created. Ça c'est pareil pour comme si pour moun sa ou ta vraiment get trial for what they've contributed into. If people really understood what it meant and that was their agenda. Because let's just be very honest, those last 4 years of election, Trump won. Trump won. But they took it from him. But this time around, qui sa yo t'a pral fè? Qui sa yo t'a pral fè? Qui jan yo t'a pral fè pou l pa monter? The more than 70% of the people in the United States, everybody was voting for. Gay people was for him. Trans people are for him. Black people are for him. Latino are for him. Everybody, especially the more they were persecuting him. C'est comme si the more they're persecuting him, the more people are like, we're with you. The more that they're doing shit to him is the more people are like, fuck it, we're with you. Everybody could see it. Like a blind man could see that the guy was getting persecuted, all because he doesn't want what they want. I'm so glad for alternate media coverage and you using your voice and your platform. Thank you so much. You know, it was one thing to be here, but it was another thing to continuously be online and to make sure that people understood where I was coming from. Because Pitsit, back when I don't know what, last night, let me tell you, last night it was 8 p.m. And then I couldn't see if he was going to win or not. And all I could think, I said, God, this, please, I cannot go backward in my life. That's all I could think about. I said, I just cannot go backward in my life. I cannot do 4 years with these people here. Like last night, all I could think about was like, where's the plan? What's the plan for you now? But I was looking for a sign. I was asking my spirit guide for a sign. I was like, give me a sign. Fam, work for my election. Let me see how things are going to play out. And I couldn't see. I didn't dream anything. I couldn't feel out if my guy was going to go and he was going to win. I'm kid you not. I'm laying on this bed and I see a flash. I see him on a podium, and then I just jump up and I said, that's it. We're in. I said, we're in. Trump is going in. Man, and then I fell asleep. And when I woke up this morning, it was 5 when I woke up, and I said, I grabbed the phone. I grabbed the phone, and then I saw he won. But right after I had the vision, I went online. I went on Instagram because I wanted to see what, the things. And then that's when they said, it was like 1 minute before a few posts shared that he had won Florida. But we were on live the other day. Excuse me. We were on live the other days, and so many of you were telling me that tout le monde virait, and I knew that. C'est seulement si yo ta fait yo pas fait magouille ça. Qui magouille tout le monde ouais. Et ça seulement si yo ta fait magouille. But you pas fait magouille ça. So right now, how's Haiti? Haiti is quiet on my way. Quiet, Timon. Haiti is quiet. Ouh, me senti ma vive. Jésus merci. It's windy. Yesterday, my allergies kick in. That's why I have the vest on, but also I have the vest on too, to celebrate my guy as well. All red for victory to celebrate our guy. When you think about the level of death, the level of criminality, right? Today, this is your victory if you have someone who is from Haiti who died. This is your victory too. Because you got to remember that everything that took place in Haiti took place at the hands of the Biden administration. So today, it's your victory too. It's not only my victory, it's the victory of all of us. But attendez, monsieur gang you. Yeah, because now whoever's controlling that, they got to rethink shit. They have to rethink shit. And I was just saying this morning. Just the presence of Trump, that no nonsense, that I don't give a damn, right? C'est ça qu'on a besoin. You're not looking for friendship, kiki. No. You're looking for, it's kind of like in a classroom that teacher or that superintendent who just walks in and she means business in the classroom, right? You know how it is when you are a parent that is a disciplinarian. You don't got to say too much to these kids. You don't got to beat them up. No. If you constantly have to beat a child up to make them understand you, then you have a problem. Then that child is not respecting you, because the tone of voice that you're using should be enough to teach them that you're not about that. The tone of voice that you're using, that's one. Your presence. When you walk in a room, people should know that you mean business. And I know for a fact that this is only the beginning. It's not like him winning, it's a win win new strategy. Absolutely. It's not like him winning, it's like, it's a first. Parce que pas penser que yo pral quitter, they're still about that. So it's like I'm very certain that yes, he's victorious, but I'm very certain that he's understanding that there's work to be done. Et même gens que yo pa vle l monter sou pouvoir, c'est même gens que yo capable chita que yo create a lot of chaos pour yo faire monsieur pas travail. Parce que being the president is one thing, having a cabinet is another thing, but making sure that everything that you propose, everything that you said that you were going to do is done, that's something else. So it's a victory. We got him in. But now the second thing is to make sure that he's able to work. But one thing that I like with Trump is that he's not afraid to fire anyone right in the middle of the motherfucking job. I think he did it a couple of times during this last. That's one thing about him. If he's hiring you for a job, you are in a position, say neg, and please look forward to me finally working in this country, because I do have a couple of places that I never cared for them, but because of this is that particular administration, I'm about to be working with them as well, because at least Trump needs people like him. One, Trump besoin moun qui no nonsense. Trump besoin moun qui pas peur. Secretary of State. Yeah, Anthony Blinken, he's, oh my God, he's something else. Anthony Blinken wanted to bring in the UN so the US apparel companies won't be able um to cheaply manufacture garments in Haiti and import them to the US tariff free. Anthony Blinken wanted to do so many things. He's all over the place. Um, he is he is, oh, okay, he is all, excuse me, a message just come through. He is all over the place. I'm so happy that he's no longer going, well, who knows, but hopefully he's not a part of the new government. And then there's this other one, Victoria Beckham or something like that. She's part of them. But one thing that I can tell you, because now I'm not going to be addressing the U.S. embassy as U.S. embassy, we're gonna call it what? We're gonna call it the Trump embassy. Mhm. So for people who are interested about Haiti, definitely now your girl is, I feel good. I feel like my work is not in vain, because if it was that woman who was in power, God, I don't know if I would have been able to continue with this work. To be really honest with you, I would have to sit with myself and recalibrate. But now I have a lot of videos that I'm going to be working on, okay, that I'm going to be putting out, because one thing that you have to remember is that with Haiti, it's commerce. Commerce is really important. So for those of you who are interested, for those of you who want to do business, for those of you who are looking for job opportunities, this is your time. And this is also one of the reasons, guys, why I was very afraid to have that particular administration on. It's because I knew that in the back end, they had already an agenda for a country like Haiti. I knew the money that was there getting ready to be funded for certain quote unquote programs that we've talked about. So now with Trump, Trump is not about that life. But I'm gonna keep my eyes open, because the U.S. embassy has been almost closed for us here because of the chaos, because a lot of those chaos happened right near the embassy. So the U.S. embassy was closed down and shit. But I feel like it was also tactics pour moun pa ka voter, because so you should be able to go to your embassy to be able to vote. But with them closing this, with them closing that, it's kind of like it was like, okay, you know what I mean? Whew, for your freedom. I'm telling you, pure freedom, pure freedom. Now I can breathe. Now I can see forward. Next time you who are here in Haiti, these people that are part of those transitional, I know that now it's different. Parce que yo tap tan pou se Aris ki monte pou yal vide l'argent sou yo. Yeah, they were waiting. They were waiting for that new government. They were waiting to get money, right? To get money. But Big Daddy is here. Big Daddy is here. And shit going to go down. You will travail, you will read. See. But let's see how this, but you don't understand. You guys are, oh my God. Haiti has not even gone into election. This is more stability. This is stability. And you know what? I don't know what to say. Like, I really hope and I really would have wished that the people, I don't even know what to say, because it's like just looking at the state of Haiti, to be really honest with you guys, it's so Coco, yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm proud. But it's like with Haiti, it's like there's nothing to be proud of because the shit show that we have, it's like it's ridiculous at this point. When you think about all the countries who went through chaos in those last 4 years, but they still stood. You got the Niger, right? You have the Burkina Faso. You have the Mali. You have Gabon. Those are all countries who took their destiny at hand. 2 years ago, they gave the coup d'etat. They are further in their agenda. Ibrahim Traore is welcome everywhere, doing business with Russia, plant here, power plant here, power plant there. They are ahead of the game. Sometimes in life, it's kind of like, even with Ibrahim Traore, I covered this on my consultation. These guys, prior to him giving that last coup d'etat, it was him and the other guy. They're all from like this military junta called Cobra. They all were a part of it. So what they did is they gave a coup d'etat to the president, the Burkina Faso president. All of them, they gave the coup d'etat. So now they had someone, one of them, become the transitional president. And guess what? He, now that he was the president, instead of going by what him and the military guys wanted, he started to get soft. He started to talk with Macron. He started to see how can we do things. And then what happened? Traore was like, fuck you, my bon coup d'etat too. And he gave it. And he stood 10 toes down. And then you got the Niger who said, oh, big dog, coup d'etat, Nambudayo. Trickle down. And then they form an alliance. You think that Trump is not about to do business with these guys? You think that Trump is not going to look, and Trump is a negotiator. He's a master negotiator. Man, I don't know. Peut-être que Kounya am capable chercher un travail en cabinet là, because these are people that you want. And by the way, if you don't have a child like Eric Trump, then opoko gen ti moun. If your child cannot stand for you the same way that Eric Trump has stood for his father, then opoko gen ti moun. That guy is the epitome of what every model should know. I mean, people always say Trump is this, Trump is that, but if you really think about him and if you really pay attention to him, that guy has a lot of high quality that people should really look up to. Because one of the things that we can say, we cannot say anything about his kids. That's one. Second of all, every bit of the mother of his kid, he married them. He didn't have any kids out of wedlock. I respect that. Because I always feel like if you're going to get a woman pregnant, the least that you could do is to marry her, honor her, give her your name. And he set up well. He set each of his kids very well. This guy, and this is the thing, when you have, people who are poor, communities that are poor mindset, not understanding where wealth sits, always wanted to criticize, always wanted to say this and that. Wealth stays winning family members. And you are not a great man if your children are not where it needs to be. Another family that you guys should look into that I've been following for the longest of time is the Adeleke family over in Nigeria. Governor Adeleke is pretty big over there, and I know of him through one of his daughters who used to be here on online, and you know that he's also the uncle for Davido, who is a mega star, pop star over there. But the Adeleke family, governor has what, seven, eight, nine kids from previous first marriage. I believe he had like four kids from her, and then he has two wives. But tout petit monde yo ensemble, whatever the difference is, like c'est ça qu'on besoin. You are not exactement, you are not a man yet if you cannot hold on to your family. You're not a man if you cannot do that. Because ou pense que Trump take a fait tout bagay sa ou pour call if he didn't have like the support of first his family, his kids too. Yo, Eric, his kids stood 10 toes down. And that's how it's supposed to be. Coming for him, coming for his neck, like when it like, and like he said, the guy Puki Sapulta want to become a president. He could have been like Shitala Kaili occupying des affaires. No, but it's that whole patriotism. Like he's looking at the United States like this is a country that's going to trash, which is the truth. Moun ki pa kompren sa se moun ki pa vreman gen logik. Like yesterday, again, Bumzino. So we're gonna get graphic. Let's get graphic. I see it's a bunch of dirty people that lives in Haiti. They are trash. When I call them diarrhea, I mean it. They are literally like those running diarrhea that people have. That's the way that they are. Because you need to want better for yourself. You have to look at yourself and tell yourself that I want better. You cannot say that you want to be in government, but you got nothing to show account for. I remember Trump feeling so like disgusted about the United States. He was like, look at the airport in fucking Dubai. Look at the airport in here. And then he's like, look at LaGuardia. Look at JFK. It's the truth. Qui moun ki pral épate de États-Unis? Moun ki pa jamais aller ken côté, c'est moun ça simplement qui ka épate de États-Unis. Oui. Moi même pas besoin d'États-Unis dans mon Kounya après 2 ans peut-être. Kounya Trump monté ou capable plus ou moins. But what is there in the United States? They literally he kept saying in his speech that the United States was getting ready to become like Venezuela. I said no. I said, babe, no, the United States is getting ready to become just like Haiti. Trash can. Trash can. It's just the way that it is. Policy making, like they nasty. The young lady from the Adeleke that I was telling you about yesterday, I was on her Instagram. I love to watch her post and everything because I love for people to stimulate me. I want for people when I'm watching someone, I want you to stimulate me. I want to look at myself and feel like in 4 years time, this is where I want to be. Being in Haiti, yes, we have several big houses, but guess what? We still have to flush the bathroom with a bucket of water because at times there's no electricity. So there are no really rich people in Haiti. And I've shared so many times about how I hate having to go down to get buckets of water, but you still have that. Meanwhile, you have bathrooms that now it's kind of like everything is automatic. As soon as you do your little stuff, you all you have to do is do this. And that's before I came. All you have to do is get up a little bit and it flushes. And now they're even working about you don't even have to use your hand. Even when I say things like IT is the best country that someone could be, because I love the fact that IT is a virgin country. I also really, really love the fact that IT is high in its spirituality. I always feel and I always say that I do believe that this is a country that anyone who is interested in deepening their spirituality should come. But at the end of the day, IT is not shit. It's not shit. You don't got nothing in this country. Your words are fucking hell. People, you should pity it.
bathrooms. Like there's nothing in this country. We are in 2024, going in 2025, and you don't got not one person who is willing and ready to have that leadership. And don't you fool yourself. None of these monkeys can do shit. They are all about the same shit. We are not near any type of change because none of them can do anything. And you still have people talking about Guy Philippe. Why are you talking about a convicted felon? Guy Philippe, that's what he is. He cannot do shit. It's like people in Haiti, they're not thinking. When I come here and when I do this work, sometimes I feel so freaking frustrated. I'm like, am I gonna spend my life doing that? But at least I find that a few of you, it's like with those videos out, you getting the hang of it, starting to understanding and questioning things. Don't always gobble down what people are telling you. And like I said to you, this is for people who are not following the DL Consulting page. Go ahead, feel free to be under that page. Go ahead and listen to every single thing that I have said, because the number one thing that you will need in this country, you need electricity, you need power plant, you need all these are all area of development. These are all areas of development. And do I see a change? I do. I do. I do. And now, like, in the last live that we did, I mentioned that there were a lot of bigger projects that I had in mind. To be very honest, I was working on them. But if Kamala was in, I don't know if the cafe. Parce que it's like, the madness would have still been here. The madness would have still been here. It seems like they are scared to change. C'est pas scared, you're still, you're dit, eh ben c'est, oui, c'est ça. It's not, I was talking to someone over the weekend and I said to them, um, sometimes in this life, in order to see yourself where you really want to, you got to be willing to go craser toute sorte faire. When I came to Haiti, I didn't know that I was going to be in Haiti for that long. In my opinion, I really thought that I was going to be here for about a year or so. I had two things that I really wanted to do. I thought that it was 2 years, the minimum, then I would leave. It didn't happen like that. But every step of the way, every time that I had the choice to decide what are you doing? What do you choose? I thought about what I left. That's how you look at life. This is why sometimes in life, when you're done with a particular aspect of your life, you got to be willing and ready to say, I'm done with that. I'm moving forward. People will what? People will respect you. A lot of time, people are not going to respect you si you're toujours en bio. These people in Haiti, they are not pro change because you have to remember that at the base, they don't know. So the new generation, instead of kicking and cacaing in the United States and not doing shit, because you, like I said to you, and I've always said so to you, the difference between you and I is that I wish I had someone like myself during the time when I was living over there in my early 20s, when you're making the money and that you have guidance and someone who can teach you how to invest that money. Because what the hell do we do with our money when we have it? You go to the mall, you spend the money, your income tax come, you already know what you're gonna buy. You don't have that mentality. But that generation now has that mentality. And the difference with the 20-year-old now is that a lot of them are also entrepreneur. Everybody, even if they have a 9 to 5, everybody has a excuse me, m'occuper là. Everybody has a, even when they have a 9 to 5, right? Everybody has a business of some sort. Everybody, look at her, been working here for the longest of time. If you try to tell her to get out of here, she's ready to kill you, that woman. Which, since she keeps walking around, I would show her her face. You guys know I can't stand her. But guess what? There's nothing for elderly in Haiti. That's one thing. That's another aspect of Haiti. When you have a lot of the times in a country like Haiti, someone who is 40 in their 40s, you got the generation who is in their 20s saying that we are old. Oh, les grands moun. Oh, les quarantaine, les grands moun. It's not for any other reason that it's because Haiti has a very youthful, very, very youthful population. And that's your biggest assets, but you don't even know how to cultivate that. By the time you hit the 60s, 70s in Haiti, this is why you have these people who are in certain positions. They are there for life because IET doesn't have any plan for elderlies. I think I was doing a consultation and someone was asking me about that, or it was either a consultation or a coaching. Someone was asking me about that. You think she look at her. You think she wants to be here? She doesn't want to be here. But where is she going? Where is she going? And then whatever she's getting paid here supports her entire family. Sometimes I look at her, she even my family, my parents, they see she can't work. But you would be crazy if you told her that to leave. If you told her to get out, it's it. That's why a lot of the times, people in Haiti, it's a sad country. It's a really this is I mean I really didn't even think that life was going to turn like this, but since this is where we at, when you really pay attention about Haiti, it's a sad place to be. It's a sad country. The people that you are seeing that are in those positions, governmental. Jovenel Moise got assassinated for change that he wanted to make within those government system. Change that everybody should make. God damn it. A lot of you has been working with me for the longest time. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to do certain things that I'm doing now. You learn. You evolve. Back in retirement plan, there's none of that. There's none of that going on in Haiti. That's why sometimes we mona long travail, mona pa ka fanyen, but mona still nan travail la. E sou ta dil pou la le ou an galan bundor. Right? Me, I have a different approach because when I look at someone like her, I'm like, she can't even do anything. Moun yo bouke jusqu'à ce que yo mouri. That's it. Jovenel got assassinated for change that he wanted to do within the Haitian government. Changes that involve, we talk about that. Changes that involve systems where people wouldn't have to, figure out certain things. Like you got systems of, when you get to work, everything computerized. Those are all changes that he wanted to implement, but they were like, no. Maybe the youth can help be involved, their country more to establish system that's needed. I hope so. And this is also one of the reasons why I continue to do my work. Because at the end of the day, like I said to you before, a lot of my younger family members, they follow my working page and they pay attention to the things that I say. Because this is what's sad about us being Haitian. And this is why I can no longer entertain people who are refusing to understand. When I think about someone like my aunt, okay, and I'm always going to bring that to her because her death has been so tragic to me. That is a woman who worked all her life in a country and acquired some decent cash. A woman who came to the United States when she was in her mid 40s. She started to work. They were all in New York City for about $5 an hour. That's how she told me she was working at a restaurant. She learned English, but she didn't really know how to really speak English. So after working and living in this country for 40 plus years, you didn't make the proper investment because you invested in the United States. You bought a condo in the United States. Yes, you felt extremely proud because let's not forget that my aunt is a woman who was never married. She's always been alone. So this is your sweat and your blood that supported you in having. But guess what? Yes, absolutely. I'm elated that my candidate won. I am very happy. Very, very happy. So, but guess what? She comes now, she's elderly. So the to stay in a house to take care of, like, you can't do all that. That was the first mistake that she made. She should have invested in Haiti instead of invested in the United States. And even when she bought the condo, even when she got the condo, I said in 2016, I said, sell the condo. Because I'm looking at it like I'm not in the United States like that. I definitely was doing the back and forth because she was there, but I was like, that's selfish of me to want to keep her there just because. So I said, sell the condo. I said, sell the condo, get the money to get you a piece of land here in Haiti. Like this, you will have your own thing because you have to remember, Gamun Pakarit Kagamun, and the person, my aunt, she's always been alone. She's never been someone who depend on people. So for her, even if she was here, she was not happy at all. She was not happy. She was looking at it like, I shouldn't want to be here. Pain all over her face. And proper your people got to invest in family if they want family to take care of them. Absolutely. And probably she's looking at the fact that there's a lot, but the sadness is that my aunt, she died with a lot in her heart because she would not want to talk. But even when she was not talking, I understood everything. And I tell you, se bagay sa yo ke mte wè ki fè ke mte di ke me, I want to be in Haiti. I don't want to be in the United States. So, bama says let me come down to Haiti and make sure that I built my estate. No, she passed away right here in the house on September 3rd. She was living with us for the last 2 years. She's been here in Haiti steady since 2001. Since 2019, 18, she was doing the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then after 2021, it's kind of like, it became difficult for her to walk, difficult for her. She would still walk, but it started, her body started to diminish. You know how it is when you're getting older and older, but she was here with us. She died here in the house. She died in the house. Excuse me. I don't have booger. It's just itching me. Excuse me. So this is everything that I'm telling you. And I'm always talking about that and even always talking about myself. And I said, even rich people that are even American, we're not gonna say rich people, even American working American people, what do you see that they do? They plan for their older age. I have so many bosses, American people who have invested in Haiti. One of my former boss, she has a huge property over in Lake Azway in Haiti. Lake Azway is in the south. Big property. This is why, but sometimes I cannot vlog the people's stuff. Big property. She acquired that. Let me see, I was working with them in 2013. She probably acquired that maybe in 2017 or so. De pou kon ki jan pou fè l'argent, you make your money. Ou fè l'argent, but you invest your money. And also, gentlemen, since my channel, yes, thank you so much, my love. Thank you, I appreciate it. Since my channel caters to men, and I have so many men on my page, suspend fè bouzin avec femme. Suspend fè bouzin, suspend ap mache mette bagay bon Dieu ba nou an tout côté. OK? Li le pour en tant que garçon, pour nous connaître ça veut dire garçon. Suspend fè bouzin. Gen sa yo les garçons bouzin tout. Nous pas jamais régler rien dans la vie, nous n'a marché grand et petit à droite, grand et petit à gauche. As a man, the biggest investment or the worst is going to be the woman that you marry or the women that you keep having children with. A woman will break your bones. We definitely believe you Americans love buying property in other countries. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what people, because it's like you have to think about the future. You have to think about map out. You're not going to be the same. Someone who is in your 40s, you literally have to prepare your 80s. That's just the way it is. You're not preparing the next 10 years. Like when I when I think about me now and someone is like, "Oh my god, like you ain't impressed," but this is 10 years of work. This is 10 years of investment. This is 10 years of acquiring knowledge. This is 10 years of studying. And you know what hurts so bad with certain situations is l'homme parler avec moun and they don't listen to me. When people are telling you certain things, you have to learn how to listen and to pay attention. I never forgot that I've said to my aunt, sell the condo, get the money, get you something in Haiti. First, even if she had done so and she had maybe not a big place like this, she would have been happier because I know that she was not happy to be here. And it doesn't always have to be with the fact that, because we were nice to her, but you got to understand that maybe the person didn't feel, maybe she felt like, okay, I invested for what? Going back to, remember I told you Chantel, just Matapia died on a Tuesday. By Saturday, Chantal was gone. And I have her, I found her, we're talking. She used to tell Chantel all the time, I'm like this because I don't have any kids. Matapia really felt like the fact that her life ended the way that it did, it was because she didn't have any kids. I feel hurt when she says it because I know my heart and I know how much I cared for her. But I just felt like she not only had no boundaries, but I also felt like she invested wrong. You got to think about yourself in life. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish. I get what you mean. She was better off in Haiti, but at her own place. Yes, at her own place. And if she had listened to me, because you know me, I'm a nomad, I would have not been here. Plus, she raised me. I spent more time with my aunt, under my aunt, than with my parents. So if she had chosen to be in Haiti, let's just say, even if she wasn't here, I would have been with her. I would have never, never, never let her be alone. Plus, I was here with her constantly. I'm back in contact with Chantel. Child free women especially need to be, absolutely, I agree. When I think about it, my father has two sisters. They don't have any kids as well, but they never invested all of their time in us. Do I feel any particular way about them? Absolutely not. They're still my aunt. Do I love them the way that I love my Tapmie? No, it's not the same love because my Tapmie literally, she did everything, but they have their lives. Just because they don't have any kids, that doesn't mean that they didn't have their life. But with my aunt who died, we were her life. And I know that at the end, she probably felt that, it's a lot that went through her mind. It's a lot that went through her mind. Going with Chantel, who ran away, Chantel is doing great. And I'm happy for her. I know that Matatmia is deaf. I haven't had the chance to. We communicate now, but we haven't had the chance to have a sit down. But I know that Chantel also helped support my aunt. And I know that somewhere, the fact that Matatmia kept saying to her, you need to marry and have kids. You need to marry and have kids, have your own family. Maybe after the death, something just clicked and she decided that I'm not going to be here. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her for leaving because it's like, yeah, they were paying the school for her, but at the end of the day, if you don't feel happy, if you feel like you are in a prison, I mean, the video for Chantel has, I have to, it cannot be in a live because there's so many other things that I have to touch on to talk about that video for especially people who want to either still do work with kids or people who want to understand. There's so many things. Even though she did everything for you, she still needed to do more for herself. I agree. I agree. And this is the biggest lesson that I've learned from my aunt is the boundary lesson. Because my aunt who died, she had absolutely no boundaries. She had no boundaries. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that. It's important to invest wisely. Acheter yon tite en Haiti pour nous gagner yon tip. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you feel like you have family estate and you know how things can be with family, sometimes it's like It can be a little rowdy. If you are living in a country like the United States, tell yourself that your income tax money, you put it in a saving and you are invested in Haiti. I see so many people, gen moun ke c'est comme si m'ta djou, they left Haiti, because you have to remember that not everybody left Haiti under good circumstances. So you do have certain individuals who left Haiti and left a particular community where it was hard for them to evolve in that community, where it was kind of like, oh, it wasn't the best. But now I'm looking at them and they're striving in the United States. These are people that are taking like about like maybe 4 to 5 vacation a year, but they are still not investing in Haiti because they are constantly thinking in their mind about where they are coming from. But where you come from doesn't necessarily mean that this is where you're going to end up. IT is still a country that has so many beautiful places. And also, one thing that I always want for people to understand is like, for those of us who have a different background, and I was saying that in the last live, you have to be okay to understand that if you're coming to a town where there's no development, then c'est ou même qui pour faire development là. When you have done that, these people, like when I think about a country like Haiti, do you believe that comme si m'ta dou que pour m'ta aller en côté de ko camper en côté m'sorti et puis comme si c'est moun yo qui pour ta aller. Non. People are expecting you to come with more. And you have to understand that. You're not at the same level as them. Ou lumière passe yo. Ou comprendre un pile bagay passe yo. So why are you gonna come et puis ou pral accepter pour ben le kid pour aller chercher de l'eau en source? No, you have to have a plan. You have to be like, okay, comment pral canaliser de l'eau ça? Okay, how am I going to develop this particular town? This is why I tell you that ou pas ka fin bullshit. You should not be bullshitting with your life. You should not have any in like type of people in your network. Sometimes you have to remove class people who are not about anything. The person is not about anything, and you kicking and cacaing up with them every single day. You got this stupid men, they have 4 or 5 girlfriends, but you will still a bum. Not one of these girls can tell, can support, can tell, can give you a focus to tell you, don't do this, do that. Do you really think that Trump would have won those election if he had anybody in his network? No, he would have never been able to win those elections. In life, you have to learn how to discipline yourself. Your network makes about 90%. They always say that give me the 5 people that you have in your surrounding, and this is how you're gonna end up. Babe, my life has been solo for the last 15 years. And yes, I went through, there's a book that I read from T.D. Jakes. I don't remember the name, but I read it when in 2015 I found it because I went through those periods. I will read your message soon. I went through those periods in life where it's kind of like nothing and no one resonated with me. I had no friends. Sometimes where you're going, God has to remove the people in your life. It's not for everyone. When I was in those situations where it's kind of like nobody resonated anymore, excuse me, what they were about, I was no longer about that. What they were focusing on, I was no longer focusing on these things. So I felt odd, when they were talking about boyfriends, certain things, it's like, that was not my interest anymore. I was going up the ladder. I was working behind. I was researching. Don't be afraid for your solo journey. A lot of times where you headed in life is for you. It's not for the next person. But imagine if during those journey that I had solitude, there was a time where I was in the United States. Nobody knew that I was in the States. There was a time where people that knew me, they felt like, oh my God, you changed. Why are you like this? Why can't you go out with us? Let's do this. And I didn't have any explanation because you feel different, but you don't know how to put it into word. It's not like I'm not your friend anymore. I'm your friend. I love you, but I don't want to be out. I don't want to go out. But around those times, I didn't know really how to put it, how to talk to my girlfriends. But look at me today. I reconnected with past classmate and colleague, and she said it's your voice that gave you away. She said I would have never knew it was you. She said, oh my God, I'm so freaking proud of you. And guys, just wait to see all the beautiful things I'm getting ready to put out for 2025. You've literally seen me. Some of you have seen me since. Some of you really know me. I got someone like Nikki who's been following me for 10 years. 10 years on this platform. You've seen the journey. You've seen going back, coming here. And now with Trump in power, I feel so better because there are a lot of other videos that I'm willing and ready to put out for the next generation, because it's so important for us as Haitian people to learn how to tap into our spirituality for growth and development. You're not going to go anywhere in this life alone. Papa secure the person from India doesn't secure their spirituality. That is your growth. I feel so sad because I went through it too. I also went through it, and I feel so sad because me, it's my tenacity. I've always been, you know how I am, always been very tenacious, like my sheshe, like you can't tell me no, very rebellious. And that has supported me and led me into finding my truth. But so many people can't find their truth. They are either afraid. It's like things that my parents, especially my mother, used to tell me every time I had to go to the countryside to scare me off, to make me scared. And when I got there, it was always, that's not the truth. That's not how things are. You can't move and understand things in life if you don't know who you are. It's not going to happen, babe. You can't grow and see things. If you are Haitian, you have to embody who you are. You got to embody that aspect of you. You can't be afraid of what's for you. It's for you. You can't let the next man get what's for you. It's for you. It's for your growth. It's for your development. Map chèche yon la paske bagay yo an pil. Mwen kite Haiti a 14 ans, mwen fek gen 40. Mwen sentim fok mwen komanse gade an deyo. Yep. An pil bagay di ane sa nan sezon eleksyon an. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's it. The 40s is definitely the years for us to acquire lands and properties. Et m'de di nou depi leke yo sanse pou te chèche terre. Parce que kounya se strukture, and even moi-même, yon se le comme si mwen busy kounya. Tout moun ap strukture, pa pense ça, et pas penser que moun qui kite en Haïti pour al bouike aux États-Unis. Non, tout moun ap tourné. Haïti son ti pays qui douce. Haïti son ti pays qui vraiment douce. Pendant que moun yo ta fait chaos yo depuis 2020, that was the time to get those lands in Haiti. That was the time to get those lands in Haiti while it was chaotic. Because guess what? Tout le monde te besoin parti. Tout le monde t'a cherché comme. Tout le monde a cherché visa. Tout le monde a cherché ceci. Tout le monde a cherché cela. So pendant moun yo nan besoin, et puis ou même ou get a faufile. Ou get a faufile ou acheter son besoin. Ou get a faufile ou prendre son besoin. Gen moun que moi encouragé. Gen moun qui get acheter kaote. M'aider yo développer une série de bagages. Moun n'a pas pensé, moi même pas le bagage. Pour qui ça que si ou m'ka djou comme ça, prend un kaote, pour qui ça me faut acheter centième terre? What the fuck is that? Ou c'est haïtien, c'est haïtien. We all know nous ou gon paquet famille. Fait un investissement que vous connaissez qui rapporte. Yon kaote, ou ka fon pile bagay avec. Ou ka fait projet sous li, ou ka louel, ou ka sous louel. There's so much to do. Mais non, nous pas nous là, nous t'en paquet crabe. Comme si haïtien, ouch. M'a comprendre non. Et comme si nous pi mal sous la terre. Moi, m'a connaît. C'est comme si c'est nous pi mal, nous pas une petite compréhension. Nous pas une petite compréhension du tout non. And yeah, that is the truth that sometimes you do have the barrier from family that are discouraging you, but guess what? Si c'est pas moi même qui te prend vie maman, nous pas m't'a en Haïti, nous pas m't'a fait tout ça m'a fait. I always tell you that just like you are Haitian, I'm Haitian. So the majority of the things that you go through, I went through that. But I'm tenacious. And I'm not going to let people dictate my life. I'm going to live my life the way that I want to live my life, and my mistakes will be my mistake. And so far, so good. So, kounya m tellement content trop monter, parce que m tellement getan wè an série de bagay, et m pa bay personne passer devant. En pile fois, chéri, moun yo pas joindre. Oui, c'est vrai. En pile fois, moun yo, mais c'est pour ça que moi là, moi fais travail, moi. Et je joue une bénédiction pas. Moi toujours dit nous ça, bon Dieu béni, toute loi yo béni. Pour travail, ça m'a fait. Je une pile bénédiction. Parce que what's the point of holding things for yourself, which unfortunately the culture of Haiti is big on. And I keep telling you this. I have people who work on consultation with me, and they've really wanted me to sign NDA, non-disclosure. They gen moun n'a pas besoin moun kon a fait. Moun n'a pas gen moun nan. Si moun gen moun ki travaille avec. Yo pas jam confirmer. The most they would do probably is write out, because I always have at the end, I want people to write a it's kind of like I give them an overview so that I have it in paper. And sometimes I do ask for videos. There's a lot of people who don't want to give me no videos. Whether I do consulting with them, but a lot of them for consultation it's even worse. Parce que yo fò gen qui vle signer NDA, non-disclosure. Yo pa vle moun konen what they are doing. So just because I'm not posting doesn't mean that it's not happening. Matter of fact, a lot of the projects that come my way, se bagay sa yo ki fè m chita ki di, ou better chita toujours. Ou better chita toujours. And guess what? The fees that I had 3 years ago, it nearly doubled. Clientèle a changé. That's business. That's business. So people who had the chance, remember there was a time that I was even given 30 minutes. Kounya ou al pase lan ekonoma même j'avais tout moun kounya moun ki pat prend chance et opportunité. People who never took. Sometimes there are people in life that is kind of like when they're starting, it's not so much that they don't know, but they're just starting. You got to get them as they're starting, because as these people start to get structures and it's moving, the price is going up. So I don't consult for the same amount of cash that I used to consult. The price doubled. Yes, the information, because the information is bigger, the clients are different. But a lot of you are bullshitting. You're still bullshitting. I have it's so frustrating and annoying. Sometimes you have this young man who keeps writing to me, and it's like, what are you guys trying to do when you keep writing to me like that? Like, I'm here to work. I'm not interested in you like that. I'm polite, but baby, I am a full professional woman. And my consultation, li pa fet bouy vide. I don't do shit bouy vide. All a procedure, everything. I watch my back, I watch your back too. Tomorrow, if something happens, I got everything on paper. This is what we talk about, this is what we went through, this is what we went through. Background in law. Plus, I'm a Libra, so I always do like my research. It's time. This is 2025. Those videos that I've made for you is done. I'm no longer here on YouTube to be making. This. That's it. That's it. There's no forward videos. Go watch the videos about 2030 and seeing how things. You're gonna be a bystander. You're gonna be part of those people who are going to write me in private and be like, "Oh my God, I remember when you said this." Yeah, I remember too. Let me give you a story. This is all, and I share this. This is so not the live that we were going to do, but hey, what else? I share this so that I can show you guys, right? Um, hold on. Mwen wè an pil moun ap pale de okap ki zon ou panse yon moun ka move an Haiti. Sofi yon moun ka move an Haiti nepot koto vle. Okap se yon nan vil ki plu gran an Haiti. Mwen pa konseye moun move okap, parce que okap se yon vil ki cher. qui réellement cher, OK? So, les gens wap chercher un côté pour habiter, premièrement, c'est pour demander tout, qui sont pral faire? Est-ce que c'est un caille ou vle bâti comme si que ou pral vivre dans caille là? Est-ce que wap chercher un côté que OK, m'a move avec famille? Like, est-ce que vous sont qui marié ou sont qui gen petit ou bien ou gen petit et pour dire yo m'a quitté États-Unis ou bien aller? Est-ce que c'est un investissement que vous voulez faire en Haïti côté que OK, moi pas qu'on prêt pour moi quitter États-Unis, moi still voulais make move aux États-Unis, moi still gen travail moi États-Unis, même temps mais commencer guetter. OK, so qu'on y a l'aime guetter à qui sont penser que m'ka faire à terre. Now qu'on y a m'a dit qui ça que ou intéressé là-dedans. Ouais, côté que qui côté ou acheter terre. M'gè doit dire OK, ou acheter telle terre, tel côté ou ka sous-louer terre yo avec paysan, ou ka faire yo planter là-dedans. Kounya le yo planter ou ka fait yo kembe al vendre pour bagay la et puis kounya gen l'autre bagay ou ka fait tout. Si ou gen un business ko ka fait, sou connaît créole essence. If comme on peut c'est un fi qui gen un pile terre. Toute l'huile masquette ça yo, c'est moun qui travaille yo qui voye produit ça yo pour li. So if comme on peut ou son moun qui capable toucher grain tout côté parce que non seulement she has the business aspect of the produit créole essential, right? I should talk English because I know that sometimes I'm sorry about my American people, but she asked me the question in English where she said where a lot of people were talking about the North. And I got so many people who were always constantly coming and telling me about the North, because it's hyped up. If you learn anything from me, I'm always going to tell you that instead of going in the places that are hyped up, go somewhere else. Okap is just hyped up, but there's very little going on in Okap. Okap is definitely a place that they are trying, like the Kapuas, they are really trying to make it be, but it's a very expensive place to be in. It's very, very expensive place to be in. So it depends on what you are looking for. It depends on what you want. You got to know what you want. It's not me. You have to have your mindset there and you have to know, what do I want? Okay, I want to invest in Haiti, but what is a vision? Now I would sit with you and say to you, okay, how do you envision this investment that you want to make in Haiti? Because si vous allez en côté qui reculé, côté que probablement, if you're going somewhere that is further down, where maybe the costs to buy land may be very cheap, but guess what? Maybe the road is not there. Maybe the road to get to those land is not there. Maybe there's no electricity there. So now there are places where, vraiment, to be really honest, par exemple, côté Guinter, surtout à Port-au-Prince. Parce que one of the things, and I talk about that, one of the things that Haitian people do is like, you're still à acheter pour petit yo. Still, Haitian people will buy land. They invest. And there's a lot of development going in for Liberty, certain places. It's because you guys are not inept into it. And I don't really share that aspect of my work yet to avoid competition in certain things. I don't really share that aspect of the work yet, right? So it really depends, my love. It depends on you. This is why when I tell you guys, c'est pas chita gade m sur internet là, pose m question parce que ou ka pose mon question kounya m'ka bon yon réponse qui générale. Mais sous chita avec moi pour une consultation, c'est deux bagages qui différents, diamétralement opposés. Why don't you invest in those services that are available for you? I don't understand it. Sak pou gen ta pou. Oh yeah, I was gonna give you a story. In 2008, hold on, let me grab some water. In 2008, this was around the time that we merci chérie, moi pas besoin Port-au-Prince. Yeah, Port-au-Prince. Port-au-Prince. In 2008, Lessa, I was coming to Haiti. And one of my family members, I must have been like 25, 24, 25. And okay, good. One of my family members, right? He is the only son between four girls, and I'm pretty close to all of them. The girls are very close to me. And when I came to Haiti, we lived in the same vicinity. And he was going through a lot, right? I was 20, I think I was 24, 25. He was 26, 27. So he was going through a lot, and he was not working. He felt a little alienated between the sisters. And you know how it is when you're not working. You know how it is. Everybody, we go through a period of time where the money is not right. And when the money is not right, you don't feel right because you don't want to depend on people. You don't have your own money. So you're just not feeling right. And then I never forgot. I offered to marry him. I said to him, "Let me marry you. I'll marry you and I'll give you the papers so that you could come to the US and you will be okay. Once you are here after a year or so, my brother was in the US. I said, I'm pretty sure my brother will, make sure that you understand the going around thing. And I said, you will have your papers." Which year was that? This was 2008. At that point, moi songe que because my dear mother is her mother intuition is on 10, everything was okay. Everything. He would when I told him that, he and no money involved. It was just my heart. I just felt like, we were really close in age, and I understood what he was saying to me. He was letting me know that, hey, you know what, things are not good. I'm not happy. I'm in the house. The girls were very, very beautiful. So they were still in their 20s. So they had their own lives going on. So he felt alienated. So I told him, I'll marry you. I will fill for the papers for you. I said, after you get it, all you have to do, you pay me the money that I fill the paper. I said to him, I will do everything. He said, good. He was happy. He told two of his sisters that. One of them was working at the French embassy. I never forgot. She called me. That was before I left Haiti. So we were in 2008. That was before I left Haiti. That was December 2008. And she called me. She said, "Oh my God, like your cousin told me that you getting ready to file the papers for him by Saturday." And I was like, "Yeah, I really want to do that for him." And then she was like, "Okay, for me, that's your family. That one of his sisters. That's your family. If you feel like you want to do that to him, it's okay." So I was like, yeah, okay. But of course, I was not going to share this with my parents because I know that my parents would not have approved, especially my mother. She would have not approved. So I said, I'll keep this to myself. But when I get to the United States, I'll talk to my brother, so that would be my first time ever doing anything regarding immigration. So I said, he'll help me with that. Man, this is where the young minded came for all of us. For him, not only young minded, but for him to be very dumb, not understanding when people feel like they want to support you. Because this is what happened. So the other sister, who happened to be someone that was very, very close to me, she happened to be a friend of mine as well. Not only was she a person that was my friend, but she was also very close to me. So then I say to her, "Oh, you know what?" She calls me and she says to me, "Let's go out." So we go out. And as we are out, she says to me, "So and so tells me that you propose that you get married." I said, "Yeah." I said that, "Yeah, I really proposed to be married to him and things like that." And she says to me, I never forgot. She says to me, "He doesn't need that." I was so shocked. I said, "Okay." She said, "Yeah, he doesn't really need that." That's what she said to me. She said, "He doesn't really need that. He's okay." She told me that he's okay. He has the house, which was the family house. Yes, I mean, that's supposed to be device on Creole. This is so, like, when I think back, 2008, she told me that was his sister who happened to be a friend. She said, he's fine. And this is what she said to me. She said to me, "Moun ki kite kayo kal viv aux États-Unis, Se moun ki pa gen kay, yo pa gen kote pou yo dormi en Haiti. Se moun kap mache, yo pa gen kote pou yo dormi. Se tip de moun sa yo ki kite la kay yo pou yo al vive aux États-Unis. But entel, en parlant de frère, li di, entel gen kay, entel gen kote pou dormi, li pa bezwen so a pou fri la. I never said anything to her. I never She said it in a way to vex me with the offer. She probably felt insulted with the offer. I never said anything to her. And to be very truthful to you, I was willing and ready to go through with that because I was like, at the end of the day, it's between me and him. If he wants to go through with that, I'm going to go through with that with him. So we go to the airport. This is the day that I'm leaving. Um, this is the day that I'm leaving Port-au-Prince, right? I'm going flying to the States. We go to the airport. And when we are at the airport, my mother is just, you know, looking at me. And she says to me, are you okay? You know, both of my parents are dropping me. Um, they're both inside the airport with me. And then out of the blue, I look at my mom and I said to my mom, I'm going to get married. My mom looks at me like, what's the English translation? Hold on, babe. Hold on. I will tell you. Hold on. So my mom looks at me. I say to my mom, just like that, out of the blue, we are at the airport. And I said to my mom, I'm going to get married. And my mom says to me, she looks at me like, you're going to get married. But my dad had I don't know, a connaissance, an associate who walked by this woman and he was having small talks with her. So he wasn't near me. And my mother was like, you're going to get married to who? And I said, I'm going to get married to X. And my mother was like, no, no. Mind you, the time is almost near for me to go to the, to the section where I have to sit to board the plane. So my mother says to me, no, no, Rebecca, no, you're going to get married to X. She was like, uh-uh. And then I think that my father sees our body language. So he finished with the conversation with that woman. He comes to us and he's like, Sanongela, like, what's going on? And my mom looks at him. My mom dit comme ça, Rebecca dit qu'elle mariée avec un tel. Rebecca said she's gonna get married to so and so. You know my dad. My dad said, oh, maybe. My mother was like, no, she cannot marry him. My father was like, petite, c'est pas invité ou invité la mariage. Et dit le pour marier. Et pas c'est dit c'est pas invité. Papa me dit ça. C'est pas et pas invité mon invité le mariage. Et dit mon nan tout li pral marier. Ça pour faire ça. Mon nan tout li pral bon richesse mon nan tout li pral marier. Yo pas invité le mariage ou même geta chaud devant bon. And you know, my dad making small talk, small jokes. My dad has a dry sense of humor. So then my mom, my mom says, my mom was alarmed because my mom knows that when I put something in my mind, I'm gonna do it. So that, and then I'm getting ready to leave. So it's not like this is something that I told her ahead of time where she could have like talked to me and tell me no, da 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 da. I'm literally leaving, and I told her I'm gonna get married. Like, so as soon as I get there, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start filing my papers for my soon-to-be husband. And of course, you know, I was doing it for the papers for him. So I remember my mom, she said, Rebecca, no, I don't agree with that. She said, no, I do not agree with that. I do not support you in that, and you should not do that. And I told her, and I said to her, Mommy, I did not ask for you. This is something that I want to do. I'm going to do it. And I left angry at them, like always. And it wasn't until I got to the US, two things happened. First, remember that I told you that the sister, now to go back to Nikki, you asked me, what's the English transition? So pretty much when the sister took me out to eat and she let me know that her brother didn't need the offer, that people who would get the offer of marrying someone for the papers are people who don't have any foundation, are people who don't have any house. So she was looking at it like this is an offer that you should give, you know, to someone who's hungry, to someone who doesn't have a house, to someone who doesn't have this. So basically that's what she told me. and she was vexed. She was very, very vexed. So now I get to the US and I never forget. Okay. So I never forget, I'm upset, like always. And I tell my aunt who died, I said to her, oh, Tatimire, I was at the airport and I told my parents that I want to get married to so and so because I really want to give him the paper. So, because my aunt and I, we were have a different communication. So I said to my aunt, I said, this is what he told me. He told me he's not happy. He told me that, he's just not okay. He's not working. He's not doing this. And I told my aunt my mother's reaction. And my aunt said, okay. And I never forgot, she sat me down and pretty much gave me old folklore of family, because that cousin, although I have to be careful not to disclose too much information, they are my cousin from my father's side of the family. Their mother is my father's cousin. So she has the same last name that my father has. But two of her sisters, I don't want to share too much, but two of her sisters died one after the other. And it looked like somehow their father's name was involved in those deaths. So that's where my parents were coming from, that no, we don't want you to get involved like that with him, because and they would have never shared that with me, because one thing about my family, Haitian people are like that a lot, but my family, like petite, they will not share like secrets to kids, no matter how old you are. So especially my mom, she always feels like it doesn't matter how old you are, she always feels like certain things is not for you. Like sit me, this is, but Matat Mire is the one who had told me that story. So pretty much she wanted me to understand why my mother was like standing and saying no. So I did say, but I remember saying to Matat Mire, well, that's old stuff. Matat Mire was like, well, you're not gonna get married for him for real, right? And I said, no, I just really wanted to give him the papers. And Matat Mire was like, well, okay, but I can, okay, just this is what's going on. However, so I get back to the US, it's January, right? So we are in the new year, so we are in 2009. So I'm still okay with pushing through with filing the papers. I'm doing my research to figure out how to do that. And by February, it's carnival in Haiti. So I call him, my cousin. When I call him, he's probably at carnival. He's talking. I can't really hear him out, but I wanted some information. I know this is a long story, but I just want you to see the importance of not only taking risks, but when someone comes and gives you an offer, a lot of the times, this is your own ticket. I can't remember. Do you have it? Yes, babe. I have siblings. It's the four of us. I have an older sister, I have an older brother, and I have a younger sister. I'm the middle child. Yes, I have family. My parents have four kids, one boy and three girls. So, because I never share, they're not like me. They don't do the whole online thing. They don't. They work people, so I don't really tend to share my real family. I don't tend to share, especially with the work that I do online. So yeah. So when I call him, so he's in Haiti, and I'm trying to gather information. When you file those papers, you need to put date of birth, certain shit. Mpa kon si se sou misye te sou, mpa kon si se ket kle gen ti an tet misye, so I'm talking to him. E misye te m kon sa, ou pa bezwen fè sa pou mwen ankor. Kon sa misye te m sa. M di misye kon sa, oh, ou pa vle m fè fil bagay yo pou, li di non. Li di ou pa bezwen fè sa, e ke li repete m exactement sa sè a te di. So he basically told me the same words that the sister had told me. That's why he told me. He said, I don't need the papers. He said, I'm good. This is my house. Like he's talking about the family house. He said, this is my house. And people who leave, lizim ko sa, mbapal nan viv kamoun, mbapal nan viv nan tikay, mbapal nan sosi, mbapal nan sola, mbyen. Mba members went, the life. You see right now, he's the only one who's living in Haiti. Tout moun ale kite. Everybody left. tout moun pati ale kite monsieur. Monsieur c'est seul. Pour qui ça? Parce que en tant que femme c'est bois cajou. He was doing too much. Yeah. Femme c'est bois cajou. A woman will always have a ticket. If you are a woman and shit cannot work out for you, then you need to figure that out. A woman will always have a meal. She will always have a place to stay. She will always have a ticket out because she is a woman. A man, no, things doesn't work like that for you. So there are opportunities that come to you, you got to get it. Guess what? Not only that, they had a huge problem in between them because he never he's yes, he is the boy. He never left. And recent 2 days ago, it was Monday. The bell rang at 9 and change, and I was pretty surprised because nobody comes here at that time. So I was like, I wonder who it is. And my both of my parents got down to ask, and he said his name. He said it's so and so. Pa jam konen kote benediction absolute. Yeah. He said it's so and so. And I don't know what he wanted, if he wanted to, who he wanted, but he had a small conversation with my father, and then they left. And I am very much so avoidant to him because his life went from bad to worst. He is now an alcoholic, a lot of mental problem, feeling lonely, not being in the house, and all of that. Every time I see him, I think about 2008 when I proposed to him to get married. He would have been the first to leave Haiti. He, Lord knows the progress that he would have made in life. You think that the sister didn't know what she was doing? Yeah, she's my friend. I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes people can see that you're going further than them and they don't want you to go there. C'est pas tout le monde qui remet, c'est pas tout le monde qui a un progrès. L'envie ou qui veut faire progrès, ça vraiment. Il y a de bénédictions qui poussent pour you, yeah. And I regret, but I was very young. If I understood certain things, I would have never shared with the sisters because we were all friends. So we were not only family members, but we were friends, hanging out, good friends. If I had known what I know now, I would have kept it hush hush. I would have never shared with the sisters that, hey, I want to marry your brother. I would have kept it to myself. I would have not said shit to them, which is a lot of time the way that you're supposed to be moving. Because not everybody wants to see you win. And with this whole Biden program that happened in Haiti, oh my God, the level that people were doing the most, parce que you pas certain people fly out. Because at the end of the day, whether someone like myself who have the opportunity, listen, to grow up in the US, to see certain things, I could look at the United States like Trump. We could still look at the US like it's garbage. But for someone who's in Haiti, the United States, it's still gold opportunity because you still have people in Haiti who don't have any high toilet, anything. So they go into any other country where it's developed, they can progress in life. I have family members, young cousins. Yep, they are these girls must be in their early 20s. Madame Sayogetan, they have their cars, they have everything. Do you think that they are from countryside? Do you think that if these girls who are in the countryside, no, you tap marié, you tap gen petit, you tap lan van. Et moun de yo, you tap lan van. Tap lan marié, fait petit parce que c'est la vie. Van. But now, mesdames, yo soué, mesdames, yo. Les cochons, mesdames, yo. Mais les garçons, mesdames, yo gen machine, mesdames, yo ap travail, mesdames, yo achete kay. No, you pas achete kay. They are in their apartment. But Lord God, it's still an opportunity. This is why I said, someone like you have to know where you are in life. I can I cannot place myself in the same category as them. First, I carry an American passport. I was already born there. Like it's not the same status. But for them, it's an opportunity. It's a big opportunity to be in the US. The progress that they've made in 1 year, you better feel in Haiti, because in Haiti, you still have that mentality of people sometimes when they see you going further in life, baby, they want to take you out. They want to take you out. So this is why a lot of you are sleeping on certain things that I've said before. The videos that have been there are there for you to study. But sometimes in life, you have to take, c'est au même qui pour be the deciding factor of your life. You have to know, I'm investing here, I'm investing there. It's like I was talking to someone recently and I said to them, you're not moving in the manner that I want you to move because, ma'am, right now, I think that the death of my aunt did this to me. It's like when just parlant rien dan. Gen yon kote rive nan la vi ou pa kalan rien dan avek moun. Like, you focus ou wè kote ou vle rive an. Parce que mbate ka fe bel ti fi sa, mbate ka fe bel madame sa, si paran pat gen sa. No matter how much I want to fuck them up sometimes, I gotta give them that respect. If they didn't lay the foundational ground, then I would have not been able to do that. It takes, for some of us to do our work, it takes the support of other people. Don't believe that I'm sitting here doing this and doing that and I'm not receiving what I'm supposed to be receiving. My family supports me a billion times. My older sister support me. People that I used to work with, they support the work that I do. It takes for people like myself to do those community work. It takes for community to support you. However, a lot of the people who support me are not Haitian people. Haitien c'est l'entrou yo lage yo. And I always tell you that. Be grateful for someone like myself who came here and share information because at the end of the day, I really want to see you win. I don't like to be in the US and seeing my Haitian people. It's like you guys are not about anything. Mm-mm. I don't like that. I want to see you win. Mvlesa, I love it when someone writes me privately and they're like, you know what? I used to watch your videos and this is this, this is this, this is that. That makes me feel like this work is not in vain. That makes me feel like God, at least, mwen fè un bagay ke demain on like ki ton bagay there. My platform of YouTube, I don't care si pa gen 100,000 people. That's not the point and the purpose. It's to make change. And it has done just that. But now we're moving forward. Now the consultancy, Sisaki, it's about that. Especially with this new government that's getting ready to be there. It's a wrap. Men yon ti pen sèch wap manje Haitien rayo tou. Haitien son big problem liye. Se pa faute yo. Se yon problem mental yo gen. Yo gen problem mental. An pil Haitien gen problem mental. Me and my friend, she's a very, very old friend. Nou toujou ap di sa. And you gotta learn that. Parce que pa bliye ke there is no I gotta leave you guys at 3. Okay, it's 2:54. I'm gonna leave you guys at 3 because I have to eat. If I don't eat at 3, then I eat all the way at night. Um, Haitien son maladi ke li gen la kay li. Mpa kon kote l soti avèk maladi sa. But Haitien se pa yon peuple qui progressiste du tout. Parce que si Haitien te progressiste, a yo même seulement, they would have been able to make shit happen. It's I don't understand it. I really don't because I'm not coming from that place. If I was coming from that place, I would have never done that to this work that I've been doing. But I don't understand them. C'est la même chose. It's like Haitien, c'est pas que pas gen travail, parfois gen travail là, le pas dire. They're not gonna put the word out for you. They're not gonna do this. Sometimes it's like you right there near the person. The person knows what you have going on. The person knows everything that you're doing, but they're not going to put you on. But this is why, especially for people who are entrepreneur, you gotta the same way que vous voulez que moun sa fait pour, c'est ou même qui vous fait peut-être ou. C'est ou même qui vous grind, c'est ou même qui vous box, put yourself where you want to be. Because guess what? Get one key will support you. It's not gonna be the people that you know, and we have to be okay with that. It's not gonna be the people that we know. It's not gonna be the people that. It's gonna be other people who watch who get inspired by you. It's gonna be other people who sees the vision that you have and who's gonna be like, okay, I want to team up with you. I want to go there. But a lot of times, also the mistakes comes from that ou toujours besoin même moun yo bokoto. No, sometimes you gotta cut that shit. There are even instances where you marry someone who's envious of you. Ouch! Oh my god, my back. Excuse me. Yeah, there are instances where you are married to an individual who envies you. You are progressing in life and the person is not progressing. And now the person is resentful. They hate you. They're looking at you like you're not progressing, like you're progressing. I'm not progressing. This is why, in any healthy relationship, if you are in a committed relationship, it's important to always kind of like evaluate if the way that you're moving is your partner moving in that way. Because divorce pas fait pour chien. Sometimes you gotta cut, you gotta move away. If the person cannot be on board with the vision that you have, why stay with them? Where are you going with that person? Where are you going with them? A lot of the times, right? But anyways, guys, we spent some good time together. I was really not thinking that the live was going to go into that manner where we talk about so many things, but this is a victory, but it implies a lot. Okay? It is a victory that implies many, many things. And right now, this is not the time to joke around. This is the time to make move, not even plan. Things are about to shift in the country of Haiti. I'm so sorry if I keep moving this. It depends on the lighting. Things are really getting ready to shift in Haiti, and some of us are ready. Just because Trump is in power, that doesn't necessarily mean, but I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. Now I can do some work. Now I don't have to be afraid because a lot of time you do the work and you're looking at the state of the country and you're like, I have to be honest with myself too. Like mbaka vin di vin en Haiti pou nou moui. I gotta be honest with myself. But now I'm more grounded. I'm more like at ease to direct you in Haiti because I know that it's a good change. All right. So today is Thursday. I've been enjoying those live. Next week you're not gonna see me live. I barely worked this week. I couldn't. Right before I came online, there was a demand for a coaching and I was writing really fast, but I was not able to work. It was too electrified. I just was waiting and waiting and waiting for the election. So I didn't do anything. Today's Wednesday. I haven't filmed any workshop. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So now it's better. Definitely sign up with the channel DL Consulting Firm. I have a lot of upcoming videos that I'll be putting out. Videos regarding, things that you should know with Haiti and not necessarily political. Don't care about that. So we're gonna focus on a lot more geology. We're gonna focus on landscape. This is because I'm directing you there. Builders, what you need to know. Don't forget to sign up for your consultation if you are interested. Let's not forget that I said that anybody who wants to run a project in the country of Haiti and you want to start working with myself in the beginning of January, the deadline to submit your consultation should be November 18th if you're working at the top of January, because I work every 3 months for in depth and mostly project. You're not the only person that I'll be working with. A lot of those projects are a lot. It takes a lot for me to work and finish. So anybody who wants to work at the top of January, you gotta register by November 18th. I'm still taking people for
one-on-one coaching session. So if you are interested, this is not for consultation. The coaching session is mainly for people who want to see their career trajectory. It's mostly for career trajectory, like supporting you and closing down your year strongly, supporting you and making sure that the first 3 months of 2025, like you got a calendar, you got a sense of what you want to do. I do have workshops. If you want to have workshops, I do have all of that. Okay, follow me on the other channel. The youth agency is Youth Agency International HC. I think it's Youth and Young Adults International Agency on YouTube. I have a conversation that is going to be on November 17th. So follow me on Instagram. That's where I have my conversation. I have an upcoming conversation on November 17th. And yeah, Trump 2024, finally. Thank you so much for being here with me, guys. I will see you soon. Definitely, you guys will see me soon.